What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet, the Indigo Disc. Last time, we returned to Area 0, this time with Carmine, Kieran, and Miss Briar, in order to learn about the mysterious Pokemon that laid dormant beyond even the depths that we had been to before. We were able to get down here to the resting place of said Pokemon, Terapagos. But before we could really do anything with it, Kieran snagged it in a Master Ball. And now, he wants a battle. In this episode, we're gonna give him his battle. He now has a legendary Pokemon in his arsenal. So, let's see how well this goes. Are you ready? Ready as I'm gonna be. Alright, get in position. I hope you've braced yourself. This time, I'll definitely beat you, Destro. Alright. Oh! I'm sorry, it is just a 1v1. Go, Terapagos! Show Destro what you're made of! Okay, so it is interesting. It's labeled as a trainer fight, but instead it's just a boss fight like with Ogerpon. Very interesting. I'm gonna start with a Thunder Wave. So this is the Hidden Treasure's true form. This, I can win for sure! Alright, so let's start with the Paralysis just to get things started. Earth Power. Uh-oh. Okay, not too bad. In which case, let's go ahead. We'll put up a Reflect. Okay, more Earth Power. And then, just in case, I'm going to put up a Light Screen. So at least now I'm fully set with my defensive capabilities. And he's paralyzed, so that helps too. On the off chance that this works pretty similar to Ogerpon, I'm not going to focus on debuffing him too much. Instead, what I should try to focus on is just trying to deal as much damage as possible. Zangetsu might not be a bad one to try to go for. But in terms of... Let's switch to Cortez. I think Cortez might be the best thing to do just because Earth Power is going to be super effective against a good chunk of my team. And even with the Reflect up, that might still be a problem. Okay, thankfully, with all the stuff I put up, that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Let's try a Crunch. Ooh. Terra Shell. It's distorting type matchups. What the heck does that even mean? Okay, well, Dark's not very effective. Brick Break? Ooh, okay. That worked very well. Huh? It has a weakness? I thought this was the hidden treasure of Area 0! Interesting. Huh. I wonder if it meant that... Does it work similar to, like, Kecleon in that case? Where it just kind of became a Dark type because I used a Dark type move? Well, whatever it is, it seems to work pretty well. Terapagos' power should be far greater than this. Could it be... we're missing something? Okay, well, I mean, if that's the case where it just kind of became the type of the first move used on it, I think this was the best option I could have gone for. Well, that was very easy, especially compared to Ogerpon. Why? I thought if I just had Terapagos, if I had the hidden treasure of Area Zero, it would make me stronger. I thought it let me beat Destro. Kiki, that's enough! It's time to stop this! No, something's not right. Its terrestrial energy output is far too low. Not to mention the fact that it looks different from the illustration in the Scarlet book. So, Terapagos isn't the hidden treasure of Area Zero? No, I'm sure it is. We must be missing something. A way to transform it into the treasure. Of course! Terapagos is made of terrestrial energy! Kieran, you must terrestrialize Terapagos this instant! If my hunch is correct, Terapagos will resonate with the energy from your Terra Orb. And the hidden treasure will finally reveal its true brilliance! Got it. The Scarlet book was right! Terapagos in its fully awakened form! This is the hidden treasure of Area Zero! Things are getting out of hand, Kiki! You should return Terapagos to its ball! Okay! Come back, Terapagos! Huh? It won't go back inside! Why? Oh, we're in a raid battle now! Or is it just a double battle with Carmine? Its energy output is going haywire! We're all in serious trouble if we don't get it under control. I'm sorry, kids, but please, you need to stop Terapagos. Come on, Kiki, you need to do something too! We've got to get Terapagos under control! No, this wasn't supposed to happen. This is my fault. Okay, well, it's kind of a raid. Yeah, it's kind of a raid. Okay, well, thankfully that heals up Grimmsnarl quite a bit. I am going to first hit it with a Thunder Wave. But it failed! Oh no! Terra Starstorm! Okay, well that hurt a lot. Okay, cool. You healed yourself. Oh, okay, no, she healed up both of us. That's good. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put up a light screen. If I can't paralyze it, at least I can put up defensive walls. And I think just to be safe, I'll also put up a reflect. Ooh. Okay, Matcha Gotcha. That did really very little. It's using a barrier to reduce damage. In that case, terrestrializing your Pokemon might help. Okay, but this is... Well, first off, I need to wait for a third turn. But I'm also not going to use Grimmsnarl for that. Okay, I don't know if Terra Starstorm is special or physical. It's doing a lot on Sinistcha, though. Okay, so we should be up pretty good defensively. So I am going to take the opportunity to then switch in Ephraim. And from there, I'll see if I can Terrasilize. And just see where we go. Rage Powder. Oh, interesting. And then Zen Headbutt. Okay, very interesting. Wait, what? 2 more attacks? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and hit it with a Flash Cannon. Okay, well, that helps. I'm really hoping Carmine can summon more than just her Sinistcha. Because otherwise, we may be in a bit of trouble. Okay. Thankfully, I do have leftovers, which is why I switched to Ephraim in the first place. But let's go ahead. We will hit it. Is there anything? I guess Flash Cannon would be the best thing that I can do. And at least next turn I can Terrasilize. Earth Power. Uh-oh. Ugh! Okay, please tell me you use Life Dew. Machagacha. Which missed. Cool. Okay, well, that is going to suck heavily. Now's your chance! Use Terrasilize Pokemon to strike back! Okay, I'm not sure how well Pure Steel is going to be. But it's worth a shot. At the very least, Stamina is helping me increase my defensive capabilities. If I have Carmine help out with healing as well, hopefully we'll be able to last long enough. I at least lowered its special defense a little bit, so that should help a little bit as well. Ooh, that was great! And more special defense drops. Terapagos absorb terrestrial energy. Okay. What? It absorbed terrestrial energy? Okay. Well, there goes Sinistcha. Please tell me Carmine has another Pokemon that she's gonna use. Oh no! My Sinistcha's knocked out! This isn't good! It's just too strong! Oh great, it put up another barrier. The power to change its type. It put up another barrier of such strength? Did it use the terrestrial energy absorbed too? You need to get in there and battle, Kiki! Destro's doing all the work! It's no good. I'm useless. Cool! Great! I think Carmine doesn't have any additional Pokemon, so I'm kind of on my own. Okay. 2 more attacks. Okay, so I'm not completely SOL. Well, let's go ahead. It did say it changed its type, so... Did it change maybe to Steel? Not quite. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not gonna help. That is not gonna help at all. I'm gonna lose Ephraim. Because it's probably gonna use Earth Power again, because that's what's super effective. Okay, well, I'll just try to hit it with a Flash Cannon then. If I can lower its special defense again. And I did. Okay, well, that sucks. Alright, well, down goes Ephraim, so that's a problem. Okay, and there goes my light screen. Oh no. Okay. Well, this is bad. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and bring in... Do I want to bring in Cortez? Let's bring in Cortez. Now, Destro, trash-size your Pokemon so it shines once more! Okay, so Terapagos. Okay, so I think it is a phase shift. So just like with Ogerpon, any sort of stat debuffs, it doesn't apply going forward. Okay. Oh, I've got... Oh, okay, I've only got one more turn to reflect up. That is not good. Does it say what... No, it doesn't say what typing it is. It's basically just kind of... I don't know what it is, but we'll just have to find out. So let's go with the Crunch then. Hopefully with the Terastallization, that should help. I'm hoping at the very least. Probably should have used Fire Punch instead, because now I don't get Stab. Oh, and it's faster. Oh no. Okay! Well, whatever it is, fire is bad. Fire is very bad. Okay, let's maybe put Grimmsnarl back out. Oh boy, yeah, every time I Terastallize or lose the Terastallization, it'll take 2 turns to put it back up. Well, that sucks. A lot. Especially since I don't have Carmine to help out. Okay, well, I think I can probably bring back in Grimmsnarl. I can probably get one more turn of Reflex up. So let's go ahead, we'll switch to Zangetsu. And I should be able to Terastallize again. Unless the attacks mean I have to actually, like, physically attack it and setup moves don't count. Okay! I have to actually deal damage to this thing. You have got to be kidding me. Setup moves don't count. Why do setup moves not count? Ah, crap. Or do I lose it? Okay. Any sort of modifications to it just auto-fail. That's cool. That's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, and any sort... Why? Why is it that any sort of defensive moves don't count? I have to actually just straight up attack it. That really isn't good, and with Carmine only having one Pokemon to help out, that's even worse. Because that's really freaking bad. And it's going to use Earth Power on me, which is also going to be really bad. Yep. Unfortunately, a good chunk of my team is weak to ground. Okay. Thankfully, Adeline is kind of tanky. Okay, Terastallize. Let's maybe try to hit it with an Ice Beam instead. I still don't get Stab, unfortunately, because I don't have any Water-type moves. Which, if I fail, I can always just reteach it Surf. So that won't be an issue. Especially since I know that spikes are not going to be helpful in the slightest. Okay, that helps out greatly. Okay, some damage, and ice is at least neutral. Okay, but Starstorm is super effective against water. Woo! Hey! And there goes my Reflect. That's not good, but if it can stay frozen for one more turn, I should be able to get it to the next phase. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Okay, perfect. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be winning this. Despite how high level my Pokemon are. This is rough. This is actually really rough. Man, why does Carmine only have the one Pokemon? It absorbed terrestrial energy yet again! Surely it can't keep doing that over and over, though. Kiki, Destro's in trouble! You need to help him! But, I can't. I can't help anyone. Kieran, this is no time for a pity party. If we're going to do this, we need to do this together. Okay, Hydrapple! Okay, that should help. Okay. And I think that might have changed it to Ice type. Okay, I'll help out too. Honestly, better late than never, I guess. The two of you need to clean this whole mess up. Or actually, it might be water. Because it absorbed my water Terra typing. Oh, that's really not good. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Okay. Well, Psychic should at least be good. There's the Earth Power. And there goes Adeline. Yep. Okay, please tell me Kieran will at least help out a bit. Syrup Bomb. Okay, that helps. Which lowers its speed. Good, I'm going to need that. All I have is La Rochelle, which is really bad. Great. The fact that this has Earth Power really does complicate matters a lot. Okay, Light Screen. Let's put up some defensive walls. Am I at least going to live through this? I at least lived that. And that was a crit. But at least it lowered the speed more. Okay, put up a Reflect. That's about as much that Grimmsnarl can do. So unless it misses... Thanks, Kieran! That's really not the time to use that, though. Man, unless Terra Starstorm just is always... Like it never misses. Doing a pretty good job at hitting us despite its evasiveness being down. Okay, speed is down even more. So we'll see how much of a bad idea it was. I guess I can go with Breaking Swipe. Doesn't do a whole lot, but at least it lowers its attack. Okay, if it uses the Terra Star Storm and it's super effective on La Rochelle, it just straight up knows Water Pulse! Oh god, La Rochelle is just awful! It cannot catch a break in this! Okay. Alright, so where did that actually take me? Oh god, it put me back at the very beginning here. Oh dear. Okay, well, that's not good. Well, I'll just reload the save, because goodness knows I'm not going to just go back and go through this entire thing again. So I'm just going to reload. Okay, I did end up needing to leave the area just because if I'm going to go after Terapagos, this is going to be quite a bit troublesome, especially since I've got a ton of Pokemon that are straight up weak to a lot of ground. So instead, what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and first things first, I am going to give a Bug Terra typing to La Rochelle. It at least knows Mega Horn, so it can make use of that. So having that will be able to help out with its defensive capabilities. And so that way it won't just get immediately nuked. Okay. And the last thing that I want to try to do is, I could do Stellar. From my understanding, Stellar just gives an extra boost to attack, but doesn't actually change typing. So instead, I'm just going to give the Dragon Terra typing to Ephraim. Steel is normally really good for a Terra type, but because Earth Power just does so much damage to it, I think Dragon is going to help out a bit more. I could try to give it a different Terra typing, one that... I mean, I could always do Flying. Flying at least would get rid of that weakness altogether. But no, I think I'm going to stick with Dragon, just so then that way I have something that I can use. Because otherwise it's just Electric. So otherwise I'm just going to be in the same situation that I was in with Adeline and just have a Terra typing that I can't utilize Stab. So we'll do that. Okay. And then I'm also going to just want to have Cortez up front because it seems like the first phase when it's in Kieran's possession isn't going to be all that difficult. Okay, so it turns out it's not really that difficult to get back here. It's very easily... There's a lot of side areas that you can just easily bypass when you just have the gates taken care of. So, if I need to go back with making sure I don't need to go and redo all of that, I can. But we'll see how well these Terra types work. If they end up not really working well at all, then I might just need to rethink what Terra typings that I do have. So I'm not going to save immediately. And we'll just skip ahead to the fight, just in case I need to save up on the Terra Shards that I have. I've got a ton of Terra Shards, but I can't do this indefinitely. So we'll just skip to the actual Kieran fight. Okay, so this part, not really too bad. And because I don't think I really need to worry about what it can do here, I think we're fine. Because there is also just... Part of the reason starting here is because I don't need to just waste time doing setup moves. So we do that, see if maybe that... Ooh, and a defense drop. See if we can just ignore that. And then hopefully we can two-shot it with Brick Break. Ooh, yeah, easily. Okay, so it'll still get another attack on me, which isn't great. But at the very least, with Carmine coming in, that should help out a little bit in terms of healing. At the very least, what I can use Cortez then would be just as... to build up the Terra Orb, essentially. Okay, so now we're back. Now, what really sucks is that it does seem like they only have the one Pokemon each. So, we're going to need to make the best that we can with Sinistcha, and then the best that we can with, whatever, Hydrapple, I think it was what it was called. Which, it is unfortunate that we need to do actual attacking moves to build up the charge. That really sucks. Okay, but at the very least, we can hit it with a Crunch and see if we can't try to lower what it can do. Cool, that doesn't help. Ooh, okay, yeah, not being able to put up my defensive walls right away, that's a little bit of a problem. Ooh, especially since it's faster than both of us. So that's really bad. Yeah, that's really bad if Carmine just gets taken out immediately. Okay, I'm going to save that because I'm expecting Cortez to go down. Yeah, I was afraid because Terra Starstorm wouldn't really help at all. Oh! Cool! I actually could have survived that. Well, that sucks. But if I can lower its defense, then that might help out. Nope, didn't work. Alright. Zen Headbutt. Okay, so Zen Headbutt, Earth Power, Water Pulse, and Terra Starstorm. Probably used Zen Headbutt before, I just didn't remember it. Okay. So, I need to avoid Poison. I need to avoid anything weak to Psychic, Ground, and Water. Okay, I think this might be as good a chance as any to get La Rochelle in. And then if it goes down, I can just switch to Grimmsnarl to set up some defensive capabilities. So we'll put in La Rochelle. We'll try to bait it. And then Drill Run. Drill Run just has heightened crit. Breaking Swipe might work, but I'm here for the Mega Horn. The point is to try to bait out a Water Pulse out of it. And I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot afterwards either. That still does a good amount of damage. Okay, ooh! Now that did a good amount! The lower defenses helped out greatly. Okay, so that helped. Okay, unfortunately, La Rochelle's not going to be able to go for too much more. Unless... Okay. I wonder if its typing is indicated by the phase shifts. Like, each of those moves indicates what type it is, because now it's all purple. Which makes me think, is it just psychic now? Okay, if I try to bait out the water pulse. I can go for Adeline instead. Yeah, let's just try to swap out to Adeline. I'm trying to bait out another water pulse, because it can definitely get a kill with that. Okay, good. Now the problem is that I think I just screwed myself. Yeah. Adeline was probably not the best thing to use. Alright, just go for the psychic. Yeah, I think the second phase is a psychic type, though. I think I'm just better off just sacking. So, what I'll do is, what I'm gonna do is try to set up, because I need one more turn to move Ephraim's Terra typing to Dragon. So I'm going to switch to Grimmsnarl. And if nothing else, I'm going to hit it with a Spirit Break. That way, I'll be able to Terastallize whenever I need to. It also lowers its special attack, which should help a bit. And the main thing that I want to do is to try to avoid... I want to try to avoid it trying to get me in one turn. When it comes to either trying to switch in for La Rochelle or Ephraim. Okay, so I'm just gonna put up my defenses. And use another Terra Starstorm, because of course it will. Okay. And then from here, I am going to switch to... Let's switch to La Rochelle. I'm hoping that I can... If it ends up being a sack, it ends up being a sack, and I can just go to Ephraim. Okay, so it uses Terra Starstorm. How much damage does that deal? Almost nothing! Okay, good. Terastallize, let's Mega Hornet. Bug might have been the best call I could have gone for La Rochelle. Because goodness knows, the fact that it has 2 moves that would be super effective against it. And pretty much just annihilate it immediately. Especially Water Pulse. Yeah, this helps out a lot. Oh, that was what I was hoping I wouldn't see. Come on, attack go through, attack go through. No! Damn it! Okay, at least Terra Starstorm barely did anything. With my walls up, at the very least, La Rochelle, oh god. It's super effective against Bug. Come on! You're kidding me! It should have like a 30% chance! Oh. That sucks. I've lost. That is bull. That is a load of crap. And because I Terrastalize, I now have to get 2 more attacks in. God freaking... Ah! Alright, switch to Zangetsu. I've lost this. I've totally lost this. Spirit Shackle. Oh boy, and that was a crit. Ah. And then it uses Zen Headbutt on me because it can't do anything else. Hey, it missed! Cool! And there goes my light screen. Okay. I cannot really do a whole lot, so I'm just gonna Terrastalize and Brave Bird. It is the only thing I can realistically do at this point. At the very least, though, I should be able to hit the next phase shift. Easy. Okay. Big recoil, but that's fine. Okay, so now Hydrapple comes out. Unfortunately, I don't think I've got anything that can lower stats. That isn't just Feather Dance, which isn't going to affect it at all. Okay, but now it feels like it's a water type now. Just looking at just the colors of the area. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna just try a Leaf Blade. Yeah, it does seem to be a water type. At the very least... Okay, Syrup Bomb will help out, because that will lower its speed. And it will consistently lower the speed. I can use Leaf Blade again. Okay. Terrastar Storm will take out Zangetsu, but at the very least, I can Terrastalize. And I think rather than trying to put up more defenses, I need to just go on the attack. I think that's going to be my best course of action. So we'll bring out Ephraim. And then we Terrastalize Dragon Pulse. Well... I still think Terrastalization. Terrastalize Thunderbolt, I think, might be the way to go. Because it's just... Even though I don't get stabbed, the Terrastalization should overcome whatever massive increase it has. And Thunderbolt will just be super effective because it's currently a water type. Okay. And then Dragon... Ooh, that actually works out significantly. Because it's Ephraim that gets that. Okay, what? What kind of BS is that? What typing is Terra Starstorm? I figured it would just be whatever typing... I figured it would just be whatever type it currently is. Like it's an improved Terra Blast, but no, it seems like it does have some sort of actual typing to it. Because water is not super effective against Dragon. It looks like it can't absorb any more energy or put up another barrier! Time to attack! Time to end this, you two! You have my permission to go all out! Okay, and that looked like that immediately ended the turn. Okay, good. Let's Dragon Pulse this. Maybe it'll go inside a ball now. I know I can count on you, Destro. You got this! Go ahead and put it in... Do I not have... I guess not. It's fine. We'll just go ahead and put it in a... I'll put in a Premier Ball. And with that, Terapagos is caught! Is it over? Is everyone okay? Yeah, how about you? I'm fine, thank you. Perfectly unharmed. I let my obsession lead you all into a very dangerous situation. It's simply inexcusable. I'm so sorry, everyone. You should be! You completely fixated on this terrestrial stuff! You gotta keep your obsessiveness in check! Yes, you're absolutely right. I messed up too. I looked up to Destro for so long. I wanted to be like him so badly. I didn't know what else to do. But I guess I just don't have it in me to be like him after all. Finally I can let it go. Hey, don't sell yourself short, Kieran. You're an amazing trainer in your own right. But... I just... I swear, I've got such a silly little brother. Finally, let it go. Oh, you two must have been so scared. But you all shone brilliantly just now. You were truly dazzling. And in the end, our Destro even managed to catch Terapagos. So, I think we can consider our little exposition into Area Zero good and finished. Time to head back to Blueberry Academy. Oh, finally home! I need to get in touch with Gita. No, scratch that. I need a publisher first. Hey, Destro. Look, I know I caused a lot of trouble for the League Club and everyone. I wanted to give everyone a proper apology, including you, Destro. So, I'm sorry. And, I guess what I'm trying to say is... I want to make things right. So, do you think we could start over from zero and be friends again? Hey! We're gonna leave you two behind if you don't hurry up! And that concludes the hidden treasure of Area Zero. Terapagos is now ours! Now, there is still some stuff to do, obviously. For one, since it's already showing the Kitakami stuff, we will need to head back to Kitakami to do the Pirin bonus quest, since that takes place over both parts of the DLC. I was told that there is kind of an epilogue chapter that's free to download, but is only accessible, you know, like to actually play once you've beaten both sets of the DLC. So I'm going to look into that. I was at least told that that was the case. So I think what I'll do is I'll see what we can do about that and try to get that downloaded. We'll also be able to take the time to see what else has become available at Blueberry Academy now that we've finished the story mode. So we can kind of go from there. And then we'll try to get through that story bit, and once we're done with that, we'll go on a bit of a catching spree. I think I might just have a bit of a bonus episode that's just Pokedex entries. Or I could just skip ahead. I'm not entirely sure, considering that, like, I like showing off the Pokedex entries, but it's not like I'm showing every single Pokedex entry. It's kind of iffy whether or not I should actually show me actually grinding out all of the different Pokedex entries. Because we still need a lot. We still need a lot in both Kitakami and Blueberry. So, I might skip over that. We'll see. We'll see what exactly it entails for this bonus thing. If we need to go and grind out any more BBQs or anything like that. I might just be able to show some stuff off anyway. And I guess we can go from there, I suppose. There's a lot of stuff that we still need to kind of cover. So even though the main story is taken care of, we still have work to do. That being said, I do think the story has been the high point when it comes to these DLCs. I think Blueberry Academy is exactly what I want in Pokemon. It's got a lot of different quests. Granted, they've all been Radiant quests. I think the one thing that it could have added to really help out is have a lot more permanent quests. Because the permanent quests that we kind of see scattered about are just the same that we saw back in the main game, where it's just defeat X number of trainers for this particular reward. And yeah, that's fine, but I think there could be more. I think there really could be more in terms of quests, whether it's straight up showing a particular Pokemon. There was one quest like that in Kitakami, and that's the type of quest that I would want to see more of, or getting X number of items, amount of items, just overall just trying to do all these different things, maybe trying to get a TM, or getting different Pokemon bits. I think having those be tied to actual quests would have helped out a lot. They kind of have... I mean, I guess they kind of have that for, like, the club room, but I don't think that's the same. That's more just different odd jobs that you can do to unlock different things. I think you really need a quest giver, as well as providing, like, actual tangible rewards. Having more ways or free ways to get good battle items, getting different... Oh, Toby Fox, hey. Also, like, getting other Pokemon for reward. That's something that I think really could have been hammered home a lot more on. Actual quests in an RPG. That's something that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet as a whole have been missing. They had similar things in Legends Arceus, and hopefully they have the same thing for ZA as well. But that's something that I think the DLC could have done more with. Other than that, though, Blueberry Academy, great in terms of difficulty, great in terms of the trainer battles. The story was a nice continuation for Kieran's development, and Carmine's as well. So, I think the story was its high point. The challenge was where I wanted it to be. It just needed more of an RPG sense. Having quests is what I think would have helped out a lot more. Oh!
The
Announcement for the following student. Destro from Naranha Academy. Miss Breyer would like to see you in classroom 1-4. She has some important news to share with you regarding the terrestrial phenomenon. Well, I guess we can start with that next time. So, like I said, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet. I guess this is still technically the Indigo Disc, but I'm going to go ahead and do that research. We'll see what exactly Miss Breyer has for us, and if there's more story bits to take care of, we'll deal with those story bits. And if not, then we'll just deal with all the different new stuff that's available in, I guess, what's considered post-game, and we'll go from there. We've still got some more stuff to take care of, so our journey is not quite done yet. So until next time, everyone, take care.